speak on this microphone.
Yes, that helps.
Careful because anything you speak from the microphone. ¿Cómo? Entonces acerca un poco la... Sí, está muy alto. ¿Sabes cómo cambiar acá el pattern? Sí, la temperatura de color. Ya lo sé. Así ya estamos bien, ¿cierto, Santi? Así ya estamos bien, ¿cierto? Yes. Santi, entonces vamos a empezar. Vamos a ver con la presentadora, ella va a hablar un poco y luego vamos con el video. ¿Escuchas viento? Que si escuchas ruido de viento. Ok. Vale, entonces vamos a empezar.
Honey.
¿Cómo?
Sorry.
Ready?
Yes.
We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Valletta Film Festival. Today is the 9th day of the 5th edition of this festival. We are here all buzzing, all excited with all the actors. We have producers, we have guests all waiting for this final and grand day. Today is the red carpet event. We'll be seeing all the highlights of the days. Since today is the 9th day, we'll be starting with the first day and we'll be going soon to see that. We'll also be interviewing actors and producers, directors. We'll meet everyone involved. There's such a big team here at Valletta Film Festival, here in Valletta, where the city became a cinema. So we'll be going soon to see the first video of the first day of the festival.
Anything that happens in Valletta, I'm just like a fly to the light or a magnet. I love being in Valletta, it's wonderful.
There are so many films this year to watch. It is physically impossible to watch all of the films unless you have a time turner.
It's great to dedicate a whole competition for the small nations that are producing really very interesting topics and very interesting subjects.
are highlighting all the days, the 9 days that have been so far. The Valletta Film Festival 5th edition, as you saw the first day right now, were all the excitement with the red carpet. There were the catalogs distributed, the lights, the carpets, audiences lining up to watch the special screening of Aurora. As Nicholas Kabatz mentioned, one of the Small Nations juror, it's very interesting and important to have topics coming out from small nations, all these films discussing good, important topics, and these are all being featured throughout the Valletta Film Festival. We'll continuing featuring more as we see the highlights of this 5th edition of Valletta Film Festival.
Valletta is magical, and it's only some few hours away from Helsinki, and when we landed it was like as if I time traveled. It was like a magical place to step inside completely. I wasn't expecting such a beautiful and historical place, and the film festival has been impressively well organized, and it seems like the quality of films here is really, really high. I'm really impressed.
you ready, Angela?
No, I was reading the wrong one. More excitement and buzzing, as you can see with all the videos that we are showing you with the highlights of the festival. In the fourth and fifth day, we also had the pleasure of having a masterclass with Liliana Cavani, one of the special guests of the Valletta Film Festival. She showed all of her previous experiences in directing more than 30 films, TV and or as films. We also had the pleasure of meeting Jairo Bustamante, the director of Tremors, one of the special featured films here at Piazza Teatro Real. And also I would like to comment at the beautiful background that is Valletta, where we turned the city into a cinema. And it's so beautiful to see all these beautiful films here with a magnificent and historical backdrop. We'll see more features now.
We're at the St. James Cavalier Theatre Spazio Creative on the fourth day of the Valletta Film Festival.
Raccontare delle storie belle e interessanti, di non fare solo delle serie, di rinnovare un po'.
So this is Jairo Bustamante. Tonight we're premiering his film Tremors.
Nobody's talking about repression. Repression in a society who don't want to go in the progressive way. The main theme is church and homosexuality.
So she's a jury member of feature film. So here she is. Here it is. Marion Doring.
Put my glass away. It looks not good with the glass.
Peter Sons? We'll do two? We'll do two? Okay. Peter Sons? And yeah, asking you about how were the films that you are adjudicating this edition, the quality, what you can say.
Yeah.
We won't ask you the results yet,
No.
but we're very
Not
excited.
yet.
Yes, so Marion Döring
C'est ça.
and Peter Sant. Okay, yes. Marion Döring. I'll just keep it because I'm bad with names, so
Yeah.
I'll just hold it like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
So, Santi, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're very happy to have here with us the jurors of the Cinema of Small Nations competition. We have Marion Döring and Peter Sant. So, how were the films that you were adjudicating this edition of Valletta Film Festival?
I think we had a very good selection, both in documentary and in feature film, and there was good choice to make a decision.
It was great to see films from similar-sized nations to Malta, and it's a very diverse range, as said, and a great selection and very enjoyable.
Have you seen anything that was different, maybe from bigger nations? Because this is more small nations. Maybe you discovered some new storylines that you might not have come across in your experience.
What I have to say is that I was really surprised by the good quality, and for me it was the proof that you don't need to be big to have good talent. So small nations can do it as well.
Thank you so much for that.
A lot of the films tackle very pertinent social issues and political issues, which is also very insightful. And a lot of, like as you would imagine, they have their limited resources coming from similar-sized nations as Malta, and very good use of those limited resources, work within those limitations to the best possible extent, I think.
So we have a lot of very excited directors waiting for the results. Any hints of any sorts that I might, get the audience to know?
No.
I tried. So we need more
glass.
drinks. Yes, I think so. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. ¿Sí cortaste? Santi, pasamos al sexto y séptimo día, ¿vale? Sí, con presentación. Dame unos segundos que ella se prepare y empezamos.
So we just saw the highlights of the 6th and 7th day, where we met another juror of Jason Flory, one of the feature films juror of Valletta Film Festival. It's very exciting to see how the hidden stories coming out from these small nations, him being a photojournalist and documentary filmmaker between Malta and Gambia. So it's quite an international jury and audience coming here all together in Valletta to celebrate this festival. And as the jury's Kuriesietis, the director of the film Oleg, one of the competing films here, said, it is lovely to have a festival because it shows quality films to our audiences. We see more highlights coming up at the Valletta Film Festival.
I'm interested in underreported stories, so I kind of love the idea that these stories are coming from small nations. I've been watching films from Lithuania, from Finland, from Cyprus. So for me, I'm automatically sort of drawn to these underreported, less publicized parts of the world. This idea of giving the small man a voice is really essential.
My main interest is to see good movies, and if there's also competition on this side, that's like something extra, let's say. But for me, the reason of film festivals is not a competition, but it's to bring good films to an audience.
Today is the 7th day of the 5th edition of Valletta Film Festival. Today is also World Refugee Day, and as you can see, the people are seated around, meeting with refugees, asking them questions. Everyone wants to know what they go through, what they're feeling.
it with television?
It's going on streaming on internet. Streaming directly, so it's live.
It's the Melita Film Festival or is it television?
No, it's online, so it goes directly on like Facebook. Yeah. So it's Francophony, right? So the films which you will be supporting, you were supporting?
No, we gave to the festival in general, but we were happy that there was a focus on a good focus on Francophony films this year.
So we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are very happy here to have Brigitte Courmy, the French ambassador here in Malta, who gave a lot of support to the Valletta Film Festival this year, the 5th edition. Thank you very much for being here. And what has been your vision of how was it the films that you were supporting? What was your feeling about them?
We didn't support a film in particular. We support the festival, and we were happy this year to have a focus on Francophonie because Malta entered the Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie last year in autumn. So it's good to see that even in cinema we had this focus. I saw 2 or 3 of those films, and I think it was a very good choice. But I saw other films as well, and I'm very impressed by this festival because it's a new festival compared to other festivals, 5 or 6 years, if I understand well, and it's already very impressive. I like the fact that it's happening in all Valletta, in different venues, and I find it very diverse and very representative of your country as a crossroad into the Mediterranean.
Thank you so much for those lovely words. This is such a new festival for us, but having your support makes a big difference. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Is it possible to see or?
Santi, entonces espera un minuto y vamos a cerrar, ¿vale? Yes. Yes. So it's going to be in Facebook and in YouTube.
BFF?
BFF, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Are you from where are you?
Colombia.
Colombia? Nice to meet you.
So we do the closing of live streaming. So speak a little bit about today. Benatar, yes. And we're going to speak a little bit about what's happening here, the closing screening, which is Maradona. Closing ceremony and closing screening. Yeah. Okay, cool. No, so closing ceremony and special screening. ¿Cómo? Ya vamos a empezar, vamos a salir con ella en 20 segundos. You ready?
Today was such a special day, the 9th day of the festival. It is the end. We are nearing the end. We had a film scratching workshop with Bruno Bouchard and a masterclass with Bellatar. And we also have more screenings for you to watch happening right now. We are going to the closing ceremony very soon and a special feature of special screening of Maradona. I would like to remind the parents out there that this is the second weekend of the festival, so we have Kids Weekend where we have 3 animation films for you to enjoy with your children. Don't forget to visit our website, which is www.vallettafilmfestival.com. This is the end. We would like to thank all the directors, the volunteers, the programmers, all the talented individuals, all the partners who make this happen, who turned the cinema to turn the city into a cinema. Thank you, and we'll see you next year.
Great, Angela.
Thank you.
Did Did you enjoy it?
Of course.